poppin', boys, girls, and everybody in between otherwise? My name's Adri, welcome back to Life Hates Adri. I want to get a few things out of the way. Firstly, I have a friggin' pimple right here. I don't know if you can see it, but if anyone wants to explain how I can get acne when I don't wear glasses, I'm eating the best I've ever eaten and I'm washing my face more than I ever have. Please explain that one. Also, I'm wearing jeans for the first time in weeks. My hair kind of looks wet and like it has a lot of product in it because it does, because I woke up and it kind of went to me. I'm also wearing a mood ring from Florida and it definitely says I'm stressed. What does purple mean? Now that that's all out of the way, let's talk about university. So I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So if you're in the States or you're outside of Ontario, this might not be super helpful, but you can still watch it, of course. I'm going to be talking about my experience and like why I chose the programs and universities I did. I got into all 3 programs I applied to, and I thought that as much as the guidance counselors and my mom and everyone tried to prepare me for applying and such, it's a very different thing when you learn from someone who's been through it recently. So buckle up, kiddos, because I'm going to teach you all about university and tell you where I applied and why I applied where I'm going. So back in December, I applied to 3 universities and 3 universities only. Hi, welcome back to editing. Adri has to interject because filming Adri is stupid. I just realized that I should have said it here, but I didn't. I applied to Queen's University in Kingston, University of Toronto, St. George campus, so downtown, and University of Western Ontario, so Western in London. Hopefully she does her job and you'll never have to see me again. And all of them were faculty-based, not program-based, so you applied to the faculty. For example, most of my faculties were arts and science, because I want to get into psychology or sociology or criminology, depending on what school it was. They didn't specify. So I applied to the faculty, and that means that first year you don't have a major or a program. You take as many courses in that faculty as you want, and then the second year you declare your major. For example, if I want to major in sociology, I can still take a bunch of psychology courses first year. However, I know that there are some schools that ask you to share your program of interest, for example, Western, and I think U of T actually specified the faculty or program of social sciences. So just always be careful and research your schools. I'm going to emphasize that a lot. Research your schools and their programs. I'll give you the tools to do that a little bit later. So I applied to those 3, all for art science programs. I got into all 3 for the program faculty that I wanted to. But here's why I applied to these 3 universities specifically. They're all really good schools. They're all very strong schools. And especially for the program that I want, they're all pretty much similar playing fields almost. And ideally I want to get into law, so it doesn't really matter what I take in my undergrad and where I go, it's just I have to do really well in it, and that gave me the freedom to pick what I wanted. Where am I leaning to? Ideally, I hope to be going to Queen's next year. However, I haven't accepted anything yet because of the state of the world right now. And obviously if I go to Queen's, I will have to stay on residence. So it's kind of scary because if COVID's still a really big thing by then, I don't know if I'll be staying on residence. I could be at home doing remote learning, or I may be there and I may be super stressed out because I'll be away from my family while there's a pandemic going on for the first time. Sounds terrifying. Ideally, Queen's is where I plan to be in September, so I'll see you Frosh Week. Another reason I applied to these 3 is because I wanted a mix of away and home. I know that regardless, I was going to always apply to one school at home, and that happened to be U of T, one of the best schools in Canada. There's always a chance I'm going to stay home. Even though I don't want to, there's always a chance I'm going to stay home. So I got that as my, just in case I can't go away. I picked Queen's and Western because Western's in London, Ontario, and Queen's is in Kingston. I adore Kingston. I've been there a lot. I love it there. And it's my top choice partly because of how amazing the Queen's student life is. It's like everyone knows each other. I'm making friends already, and I literally joined their page like a week ago, I think. And also Kingston's not too far away. I always as a kid was like, I'm gonna go to UCLA, I'm gonna go to UBC. As I grew up, I realized I'm not somebody who wants to take a plane alone quite yet, so maybe I should stay a little close to home. And London, again, is not that far. Both Queen's and London are about 2.5 hours east and west. Wherever I go, I'll still be close enough to home where I can come home if I need. So let me explain the application process a little bit. You don't actually go, despite what I believed when I was younger, to the university's direct website to apply. If you're in Ontario, you get your OUAC PIN number around, we got ours late November. You have to go on the OUAC site and fill out your information that they give you. I think it's like a PIN number and I don't remember exactly, but it's all right there. It's really straightforward. You don't have to apply right away. You go and you fill out all your information. Our deadline to apply to schools this year was January 15th. And when you apply, it asks you to pick the school and the faculty, or if your school's a little bit smaller, I think they do program based. Pick the school, maybe the faculty or the program. You rank them by your choice. So you rank your first choice, second choice, third choice. You just number them on the side. I'm not 100% if this matters or if they see it or if they care about it. If you have a question about that specifically, always go to your guidance counselor or call the school directly or email them. They can answer that for you. So you fill out that application info, and then as the year goes on, your guidance counselors will send your transcripts and your grades and your marks to that university. But how do you pick the school and the program for you? If your school uses my blueprint, I highly recommend using it and searching up your school, whether it's college, university, or even workplace or apprenticeship. Go on the side, research what school, what program you're thinking about, or just go to the school and look through the programs they have, or search up a program and look what schools offer that program. Look at the prerequisites, look at how high the marks are, and also you can go to the university's website directly and you can look at how high the competitive average was for that previous year. For picking the right school though, I do highly recommend taking as many campus tours as possible. If you're seriously considering a school that you've never been to or visited or experienced, definitely go on a campus tour, definitely go hang out there for a little bit and get a feel for what it's like. I did a campus tour for Queen's and U of T. I love them both, and they both really helped me in picking which schools I want to go to. I know a lot of them have open houses, but if you can't go during their open house, that's perfectly fine. Most of them usually offer campus tours if you just give them a call and book a tour on like a weekend, I'm pretty sure. Definitely visit any school that you plan on going to. This question was specific to me. How many times did I change my mind about my program, my school, anything like that? Up until grade 11, I thought I wanted to get into medicine. I am kind of a science nerd. I like learning about science, but I didn't take any sciences this year because I realized in grade 11, as much as I like science, it's not something I can stick and do for 4 years at a time. I like reading journals occasionally. I like learning about the cool discoveries that come from science. However, don't ask me to study microbiology. I will literally jump out a window. What I learned I love was the Charter Challenge, which is an extracurricular at my school. It's basically, I think I remember this correctly, you're responding to an appeal either as the appellant or the respondent, and you have to answer questions on people who say, this was invalid, this case should be appealed or retried because it violates this charter right. It gives you all the information. I swear to God, I was answering the questions online. I was reading through a bunch of cases on CanLII. I was absolutely going crazy, and then I looked at the clock, I'm like, holy crap, it's been 4 hours. And I didn't care. I didn't feel like I was working. That's how I know that's what I want to go into. Now this one comes up quite a bit. People are concerned about how they're going to pay for university, and in Ontario we obviously have OSAP, but Mr. Dougie decided to change some requirements and loans and grants, and we don't talk about that. OSAP's always an option. Go to their website, you can always do the calculator for figuring out how much you could get. But if you can't, for whatever reason, you can always apply for grants and scholarships either through the school or through third parties. I know one really popular and big website to look at third-party scholarships is scholarshipscanada.com. Always check them out. They have all the third-party scholarships you can look at, and I'm pretty sure they have some school-based ones on there. However, you can always look at the school and look for their awards section or their bursaries and their grants. Go to the school website, look for their awards section. They'll always have what you can apply for and what are the requirements for it. So yeah, beyond OSAP, obviously look online for scholarships. So yeah, obviously for scholarships, look online for third-party scholarships through other websites and scholarshipscanada.com, and look through university-specific scholarships and awards and bursaries and all that. If you have any questions specific to me and university or university in general, you can leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer them in the comments. Or you can even shout me a DM or an email. All of my social medias are in the description box below. Go stalk me, go harass me, go follow me. That was a really loud snap. Holy crap. Nice job. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next week.